The new Arts and Mind Wind Trio played a special performance for students at St. Martin Catholic Elementary School in West Lincoln.
We have a few members of the orchestra playing flute, bassoon, clarinet, and saxophone. And what we have is a piece of music composed by a Canadian composer. His name's Kevin Lau, and he's here this afternoon. And what we're doing is we're taking this trio around to elementary schools throughout the Niagara region and giving kids an opportunity to hear live music and hear a story that comes along with it as well.
The trio will perform for over 15 elementary schools in Niagara.
I think it's always a great opportunity to have or to give kids the chance to hear live music because it doesn't get to happen all the time. Being able to get into schools at this age level we thought was really important, and we're really grateful to have this piece of music that's geared towards this age level.
The trio is made up from members of the Niagara Symphony Orchestra.
The Niagara Symphony Orchestra is a local orchestra that performs pretty regularly in downtown St. Catharines at the First Ontario Performing Arts Centre. They're an orchestra that performs all season long. We're just wrapping up this season and we're starting our 1920 season very soon.
The Arts and Minds Wind Trio is performing music written by Canadian composer Kevin Lau.
This is a piece called Postcards from a Blue Planet. And it was composed for the Arts and Minds Trio as part of my residency with the Niagara Symphony Orchestra. And it's really a piece about the environment. Every single movement it depicts a different part of the world. And it was written for students with kind of the explicit aim of showing students what music can do to dramatize nature. And also just to get people thinking a little bit about the relationship between us and the world and how we're really the custodians of the environment, and we sort of owe it to the world to take care of it. I needed to write a piece that had many different movements, and just looking at the variety of life in the Earth and the biosphere, that suddenly became this seed of an idea where I thought, okay, I can do a lot of musical things with that. And then once I started to think about different climates, deserts, polar regions, rivers and waterfalls, all of this richness of diversity, that started to kind of create these musical analogs in my head. And so that's kind of how the idea was born.
In Niagara, you're watching The Source.